going to show you guys the course login. I should have probably done this earlier. A lot of people have left already, but just to show you how simple it is. So here's the website. When you have access to the portal, you'll be given access. Then you just go to the course login here, and you just enter your email and password, and you'll see the courses that you have access to, right? So usually it'll be like one course. So if you do the AFK September, you go continue, continue, and then now the way it will be for, this is the AFK September, so now it's like complete. The way it will be is you'll have this introduction part. We'll have the, the general guide on how to use the course. You see how the schedule in a PDF format and another web form schedule that could be updated live. A study guide as well, showing you, like you can see here, it's very organized, showing you each module, like which questions to solve. Okay. And then here you have showing you the platform module design, just like a video that could explain to you. So someone was asking, when do we get this information? It's all built in, you can see here. So this is explaining to you how to use everything, right?
Dr. Hafez,
Sorry,
sorry.
let me go through this and
Yeah,
finish
go
it.
ahead.
And then, yeah, okay. We used to use Discord more, but just a platform that AFK orientation, this will be updated as well. A suggested review plan for the exam. This may be shifted to a later date, but like this is the previous schedule. So this is showing you, telling you like how to review just before the exam. And there's a pre-course evaluation test, right? To kind of see what your score is before you take the course. Okay, we have that. Now we also have, this will open up later. It's a quiz practice question beta. I think at this point it's probably ready, but you click on it and it'll give you 25 random questions from any topic. This will get unlocked later, okay? But we have a huge bank of questions uploaded to the platform, and you could decide to do a random 25 question quiz. That should take half an hour, okay, from any topic. We also have the books uploaded here in a digital format that you could scroll through if you need. Okay, you click on any topic and it'll take you there. You have the booklets as well, the question booklets. Okay, now we did remove some stuff, but anyway, we're always kind of renovating it to make it better. From each time we do the course, we look at, okay, what could be better, and we might remove certain things and add. Now the modules will start like this. Module 1 is basic science, so this will be the first module open. Everything else will be locked. Okay, I have it open for me just to show you here. So you do the first week basic science. You have an introduction, telling you what to do in the basic science. We have sometimes a video. We have this all the time. So this is a breakdown of the hours for each module, how it's broken down, how many hours for each part, so that you could kind of organize your day, right? You can see, organize your week. I also, for the first few times, I have a video discussing this so that you kind of learn how to do it on your own, like how to manage your time, how to use the breakdown. Then you have a warm-up quiz of 10 questions. It's optional. And then we start with the microbiology and the basic science videos. So you finish them, and then at the end of the week, we have a live session telling you which date the live session is, who's the instructor, and the Zoom meeting link. We have a final module quiz, which is a 50-question quiz. And then once the module is done, so your next Monday, what happens is the next module, module 2, will open, and module 1 will close, so that now you don't get stuck in module 1. So you have to focus on module 2 once it opens, and module 1 will close. Now you go through the same kind of sequence, but in a different way, but for module 2. And that will keep happening. And then when you're done pharma, you get access to the pharma audio. So that's a special thing that we only have, I think, is and we came up with this concept, is having an audio review for pharmacology and pathology, because those are the topics where the audio review could be like a playlist. It's like you're listening to Spotify and you're doing something else, taking a walk. If you're driving somewhere, or doing something around the house, you could actually listen, and it's interactive. So I give you hints, I give you time to answer. You have to try to answer the questions, and then I give you the answer after. So it's very, very effective. Okay. And then you have the pathology module, then patho audio review, anesthesia and review session of patho and pharma. And then you have a break week. You see, once you get to the break week, there's a midterm test, some articles, and the previous modules all open at this point, so that if you do have anything you couldn't watch, you could go back and catch up. Once that week is over, we start off the module 7, and everything else locks down so that you have to now focus on module 7, and we continue with the same system until we get to the end. At the end of the course, all the modules will open when you're at the mock level, so that you could go back and review the course if you need, and then we go from there. So hopefully that gives you a good breakdown of how it will be. It's very, very organized. Like, we are so OCD about organizing the systems of the course to make it better. Very, very quality. Everything has been thought through, the schedule patterns, the breaks, where they go, all that. Like, we love doing that to make it so good. And that's what we look at, quality over quantity in terms of like our courses. So, okay. So hopefully that gives you a good, understanding of how the course works. And it's there's a whole other layer that we're probably not talking about enough, but the way we teach and explain ideas itself is a thing. Like, even without all of this bells and whistles, without all of this convenience and systems, without all of that, just the way we teach the concepts, you're going to see that it's unique, it's different, it's not like any lecture. And you guys saw that from some of the people saying they saw our basic science. I think, and we're starting to add very cool different types of videos. I'm going to see, we have an articulator video here because some people asked us to make an articulator video. And we're starting to do practical demonstration videos for certain things that are hard to understand. And I'm going to teach it to you, not in a way that you would expect a teacher at a university teaching it. Sometimes it could get boring and tedious. I'm really going straight into the practical, right? Like, what you really need to know for the exam. Why is it high speed here? Oh, I have a high speed there. So you guys see, and we're gonna hopefully keep upgrading and doing more for the course. So also the team, you could take this part of the recording maybe and make it its own separate video as like a demonstration of the course, so we could help people understand it faster as well. So yeah, can't wait to start with you as well. Thank you so much. If I enroll right away, would I be able to log in and access the course already and listen to the podcast and the course, even if the review starts on? No, the podcast. So again, everything is so systematic that, trust me, like we thought of it so it's beautifully organized. Like, in a way, you can't listen. We don't want you to listen to the podcast until you get the pharma first, okay? Because you should learn the pharma first, then get into the podcast listening thing. Listening to the podcast is not going to work because it's hard to explain right now, but like, the podcast is more of a review of what you've learned in a summarized way. So I don't want to reverse things because it might not go the best way, right? It might confuse you. Okay. Um, those will open once you've taken, you don't have time to do them when you're doing basic science anyway, so don't get ahead of yourself. We've organized everything, we got it, don't worry. And hopefully you'll see the benefit. So for this cycle, we decided to make the basic science 2 weeks, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, that's what happens. The course could get locked. So usually we activate the basic science a bit earlier so that you have a little bit more time, because it's one of the biggest modules actually. But yes, that's what happens. And that's what keeps you accountable. If you could only give 80% to basic science, then you shouldn't allow the last 20% to take away from pharma. Does that make sense? So Whatever you could do that week, that's what you could do. Now, next week, you should move to the next subject. And then we have a break week. If you're, what we said in the break week, we open the videos and you could go back and catch up on what you missed. And we'll be guiding you throughout the way and how to utilize and manage yourself. Okay. Because it's very important. And if you feel every week you cannot do, then that's where you might be a type 2 student. You have to consider a full year of program or a mastery course. So just making sure you understand that, yes, that's how the system is built for us to make sure you are on the right track. Okay. Okay, anything else? But I think in this in the March cycle, I believe we planned 2 weeks for the basic science. Correct me if I'm wrong, Omar. Did we was that included or probably or yeah? But anyway, all of that's right.
Right. You guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Just have the the just have the other admin to mute just in case
Just
because there's an echo. Yeah. Okay, so if you know you're a type 2 and you're challenged as a type 1, then like you're not going to be able to finish completely. Just know that. So you might do 80% of basic science. That's fine, but just understand that it's better to do 70% of each week than trying to do 1 week fully and miss all the other and be behind all the time, you know? So trust me, we've tried it before the other way and it becomes chaotic because everybody now is on a different schedule. So you have to be on the schedule, on the train, get what you can from that week based on your time, and then next week you'll get what you can as well, and then you if you complete 80% of each week or 70%, then overall you have 70% of the course. But if you only do basic science and then you let it impinge on the pharma, you're going to be behind. You're going to probably lose 50% of pharma now because you try to get 100% of basic science. Now you could only do 50% of pharma. You see? So no, it's better to be well-rounded overall. And if you need more time, then you have the break weeks to catch up. And if you need more at the end, then you either repeat the course or consider to switch to the mastery sometime in the course, right? But we do realize in the beginnings, people usually, have to learn how to use online courses because sometimes they rewind too much. They make their time more somehow, like by rewinding too many times and pausing too many times and all that. So I think we've extended the basic science for this cycle. It's the first time we do it where I think the basic science. Sorry, Omar, can you confirm that?
Yes. Yeah, we have confirmed, like we are extending the basic science to 2 weeks for this cycle.
Okay, great. So we'll be starting
Yep.
March 3rd, and then from there they have 2 weeks for the basic science.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, but don't get used to the 2 weeks because it's usually 1 week per module. Just this time, we're going to start off basic science with 2 weeks. It's going to be basic science 1, basic science 2. That will be probably also reflected in the platform. So the difference in the mastery course, just so that you are aware, is that every single module gets double the time and double the live sessions. So instead of needing to put in 5 to 7 hours a day, you could put in 3 to 4 hours a day. Okay. For the 6 months course, I would say we used to say there's a full-time method and a part-time method, but at least 5 hours. So so here's how you could utilize this. Let me go back here. So let's look at basic science, right? Or take pharma, for example, and look at the video breakdown. So this is a 15-hour videos, right? All the video are 15 hours. So you have a week. So now you have to look at how many hours do you need to cover these 15 hours. That depends on your schedule, right? So this is why the hours per day doesn't work. You might have a day where you put in 7 hours and a day where you put in 0 hours. So what we tell you is you need at least 15 hours for that week to finish the videos. But remember, this is only the video runtime. This doesn't include you pausing, rewinding, opening the book and reading. if you want to review. So at least add another, I would say 5 hours on top of that, so it's probably going to be actually 20 hours. So then you could say 5 hours a day is enough for 5 days, right? For that week. So each week is different. And then when you go to, like, let's say basic science, the video breakdown there is a little bit more heavy. It's 30 hours, right? So it's double the work, right? And you have to put in, but you could still organize it. And but 6 hours of that is actually in epidemiology. So that's why we're giving 2 weeks for this, okay? And for example, pharmacology 2 video breakdown, you could see it's 17 hours of video content, right? Or 18 hours. Let me just, we'll fix that, make sure. Is it 18 or 17? We'll see. Anyway, it's 1 hour difference. But you can see that, it's around 18 hours, right? So that you could, every week you'll have that there so that you could see, okay, how do I plan this week? And we'll let you know about it, before the week begins. Okay, Brenda, are you registered?
Not yet, but soon I will be.
Okay, so if you're planning for the March, so we could get you the books on time. Yeah, sure, you want to look into soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the structure. Hopefully that answers your questions.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome, my pleasure. Okay, just making sure there's any more questions here from the team. Can I access these videos on my phone, or I need a dedicated laptop computer? So you could access from a phone or a tablet, it's fine. We do recommend to use a computer overall, because when you get to the mocks, you'll have to use a computer. We actually do a fun interaction in the beginning of the course so that everybody kind of shows their study station. Ideally you want to have a computer, a desk, so you could take notes, but you could access them on your phone if you want to just kind of listen to the video as you're, going somewhere outside, or so you do have access to them that way. Okay. The quizzes, all that. Just the mocks at the end need a computer. Okay. And Pinelba, you're in the course already, right, Aaron? You're in
I am.
the March.
Yes,
For
this
the
coming
March.
March.
All right. Awesome. You're in Nova Scotia, you said?
Currently in Nova Scotia, Cape Breton.
Okay, awesome. I'm excited to get this started with you. Does anyone else have any questions about the course? Or any other questions I'm happy to answer. Do you have an option to train in French for those who are only French speakers? So we don't have a French program. It was something that I did slightly try to work on, but when I did a survey for actually even some French students, they actually preferred an English program with English subtitles, because that way they could understand the English program better with the English subtitles. They could read better and figure it out, because most of the people take the exam in English. And I think what I understood from some of the French doctors is that when the translation is happening, it gets distracting sometimes, or it's done not the right way, or so they were saying that, like, it's better just to study it in English and do it in English, even if the questions are translated or something. It's not, sometimes it creates confusions. So what I understood is that it's best just to do the exam in English and train in English and have the subtitles so that you could understand it better, and probably that. But we don't have a dedicated French program. Sorry, team. Yes, I wasn't watching the WhatsApp. They were telling me to announce the discount. Okay, awesome, everybody. So, great, and that's it for today. So, it's been a good seeing you all and discussing with you, and thank you all for coming to this orientation. We are having, hopefully, will be more events like this. We will. I want to be in WhatsApp group. We're starting it soon, next week. Don't worry. Thank you all. And yes, we're excited too, and I'm sure you're going to love it. You'll see. That's it, everybody. Thank you. And did I miss anything, team? Let me know. Book a consultation if you are close, and you want some help with the roadmap. We'll design that for you. And thank you, everyone on the team, Abbas and Omar, for coordinating this orientation, this event, and